I feel like we haven't done this for like 3 years.
Oh, we haven't. We literally, it's been a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
If not longer.
It's been definitely a month for sure.
Okay.
Because we did not record before I went up to Duck and Cover. And then I think right after that, the next weekend, no, then I had my triathlon.
Yep.
And then you went.
Then I was gone. And then I was dying.
And then you got sick.
Yep.
Sick and died. Anyways, welcome back.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Holy shit. And right after this, we're recording an episode, and we haven't done that in 3 months.
In months. That's for real months.
Yeah. And we're literally, it will be real time recording because typically we have like some built up. Nope.
No, we don't. We did stick to our word of like, I just want to enjoy the summer.
100%. And that we did. I definitely wished, I will say, I wish we went camping more. I will.
Yeah.
I will say that we barely camped this year, and that is upsetting to me.
Sure.
So, but we swam a lot. We were outside a lot. Yeah, it was amazing. It was an amazing summer.
I can't believe it's over.
Literally. But I'm very excited for it to not be 90 degrees and the ability to eat.
And 97% humidity. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. Yeah. I cannot. And it's not even like it was like a bunch of times this summer, but it's like once is enough. So we don't need then like 2-3 day spells of it. So I'm done. Like this weather is beautiful to me. Like, I love fall weather. I mean, I wish the sun was out a bit. Yeah. Like partly sunny, but it is what it is.
Our pool closes on Sunday, and I'm hoping just to get one more day in. Just one more. It's supposed to be like 75. That's like perfect. I bet I'll go out there when it's like 68. If the sun is out, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not really about swimming for you. So
it's not.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna start draining the pool tonight.
Where does the water go? Like, do you put into the sewer?
Jeff has a idea that he is going to hook a hose up, like one of our sump pump. I don't know how to fucking say that. Oh, you're frozen for me. Am I frozen for you?
Nope.
Oh wait, no, you were just very still. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Thank God. I was like, son of a bitch. I was frozen before, guys, and it was not a great time. Anyways, so he's gonna hook the hose up from the sub pump, and we have a window that is like in the basement that's like functional, I guess. I don't know if it is or not. He thinks he can open it. That faces the pool. So he's going to run that hose in and down into either the drain, like our sink, like, you know how,
like a wash tub.
Yeah. Yeah. That, or the actual drain that's in the basement that
in the ground.
That connects to the city pipes.
Sure.
So I'm very scared and very nervous, but he feels really good about it. But I think I'm scared and nervous because I don't know how any of that works.
Well, of course.
To have a good idea of how it works. So
yeah,
I was like, we're not going to flood the city, are we? Or like our neighbors' basements?
Or our basement?
Our basement doesn't flood. We're like really lucky in that aspect. Like I've never went downstairs and had water like that from there. Like I've had water because of the shitty downspouts, but we fixed that.
Sure.
But I haven't. And then we had water in the back, but we got mud jacking done this summer, which is so expensive for no reason. So that hasn't happened either. So
good.
Who knows? But he's like, we should be done by Sunday. I'm like, done by Sunday? We don't have a 40-gallon water tank. Like, so but I am excited for the pool, for us to drain it, take it down, and then have that space in the backyard to do fires. We've got to get a fire pit, but I love fires.
I thought you had one.
I made one, but that couldn't then stay because the pool went in the direct center of the small little baby yard we have.
Gotcha.
So then we'll have to get like a portable one.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm so excited. I love bonfires. They're my favorite.
I just don't like smelling like fire. I think the smell is gross.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I think that's why I miss camping so much, because like
probably
we didn't really get to have a fire. Like when we went to Yogi, it was hot as shit. And then when we went up by my dad, it was hot as fuck. Like I'm not sitting by a fire in 90-degree weather. So
yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
So How was your retreat?
It was fun.
Talk about it.
It was fun. I was really sad because the retreat started on a Friday. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday with all day events or whatever. And Friday was the first day. Friday was the day that I did my workshop. And after the first set of like morning workouts, I was like, dude, I feel sick. Like I feel nauseous. I don't know what's wrong. And I thought it was like the windy roads in Nashville. There's a lot of fucking windy roads in Nashville and hills for whatever fucking reason. And my stomach doesn't do well in cars. So I was like, is that why? Like, what's going on? We were on our way to the studio and it was for the after dark, which is like saucy dancing. It was what I was looking forward to the most. We're driving and I was like, Britt, I think I need you to pull over. And she was like, do you need me to? And I was like, I think so. Pulled over, fucking puked twice. And I was like, okay. They were like, you were so calm. Like I would have been crying and freaking out. And I was like, I just knew it was coming. Like, and you know how
that is something that is definitely like a fear of people of like throwing up. And I literally am like, bleh.
Well, and I'm also I'm silent when I throw up. Like I just don't make any noise.
No, it just can't like it's I'm not crying or anything. It's just what the sounds that come from throwing up.
Well, then I'm like, okay. And I did feel better initially. I was like, okay, I think I feel better or whatever. But it was like just dizziness and nausea and I didn't know where it was coming from. So I did my workshop. You would have never known that I puked on the way there.
I love that.
And then we started to do the dance and there was a lot of like spinning and head whipping and I was like, I can't do it. So I had to sit out and I was so sad. I was like, this is like
sad.
What I was looking forward to the most. The workshop was really good though.
Good.
It was funny when you asked me what I was doing it on when I was at your house and Soph was right there. I was like, I have to somehow not tell her what I'm doing it on. Yeah. So it was about like awakening like your inner sex goddess is what it was about. That. Yeah.
Soph would have been like,
right. So it was good. People gave really good feedback and like a couple people posted in the group afterwards of like, I literally immediately went home and talked to my partner about it. And we went toy shopping or we talked about things and it was really cool. My calves have never hurt so bad in my entire life from all the jumping and like working out.
Yeah.
I was walking like a baby deer for 3 days. But it was nice it was a smaller gathering, which was nice because then I got to like interact with pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
And then being in the house with like 8 women was actually pretty fun. It was like a big sleepover. We did go out one night to Broadway, which I always feel like a grandma because
like the street Broadway. Or like okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, that's like the main street or like the downtown. That's like
in my mind. I was like, why would you go to a Broadway show?
And it's just funny because I did line dancing, which actually was really fun.
That's amazing.
It was fun. It was easy. It was fun. There was a shit ton of people. They take that shit real seriously in Nashville.
I have heard that it is nothing to be fucked with.
It's a big deal. Dude, we were at one bar and it was the bar was called like Florida Georgia Line. Isn't that like a band?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the bar was called. But there
if it's their bar.
I don't know, maybe. There was a band and it was a woman singer. She was really good, but she was doing all different covers. Like she did Metallica, Def Leppard, fucking Nirvana. Ooh. It was really cool. Bitch, we're dancing, minding our own business, having a good time. This short ass dude comes up to me and he's like, I love your tattoos. They're so cool. Like, where did you get them? And I was like, I don't even live here. He's like, me neither. I'm from Georgia. I said, well, I'm from Wisconsin. Bitch, why did he start to twirl me and start dancing with me? I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I would
prefer if you didn't touch me.
He was like my height also, which is immediately no. And when I told him no, he moved on to the girl next to me and said the exact same thing to her. She ate it up. I was like, oh, honey.
Oh my God.
But yeah, overall it was fun.
That's amazing. Good. Yeah, my try was really good. I was nervous. Honestly, I don't feel like I was nervous until like I literally got in the water to wait
Sure.
for our like thing to go off. And then the
Yeah.
first few minutes I was kind of getting panicky.
Is the first thing swimming?
Swim,
Okay.
bike, run.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first few minutes of the swim, I was getting really panicky because of just how close everybody is.
hmm
And then I just had like this like real, it wasn't like out of body experience, but like real like mindful moment
hmm
of instead of being like, I'm scared, I don't know if I can do this, right? Because I didn't practice any open water swimming. I mean, I did a little bit when we were up north tubing down the river, but like I was surrounded by all my family and friends and had a tube right next to me. So
Yeah.
like it wasn't like, and it was shallow in parts, so I could put a foot down. So it really wasn't like anything. I was like, because you have to go all the way across Lake Andrea.
That's what I thought. Okay.
So like in my mind, I was like, oh my God, like I'm not, I can't touch. Like I'm like in the middle of the lake. Like there's, blah,
hmm
blah, blah. So I had like this real moment of like, instead of being panicky, Mari, just like be grateful about the experience, like meet it with gratitude, right? Of like Brene Brown came into my mind and was like, we, those shame tapes. And the only way that you can combat those shame tapes is to have gratitude. And I was like, I am so grateful for my body. And I just started talking about all the things that like in my mind, saying the things that I was grateful for. Like, I'm grateful for these arms that are allowing me to swim across. I'm grateful for my blah, 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 blah. Man, I felt so focused and like in tune in that
hmm
moment. It was wild. It was
That's amazing.
it felt so good. It was such a wild experience of being like, I'm really doing this. I'm really like no fear, no nothing anymore. Just like, holy shit. Like because I barely trained. I
hmm
barely like, it's like the second I signed up for it, my brain was like, no, no, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to wing it and see. Like, it was so frustrating to me, like forcing myself to do workouts and like half-assing the workout, like through it of like, I'm going to do lighter weights, or I'm just going to do body weight, or I'm going to do this. I was like, what do you do? Like, what is going on with you?
hmm
And swimming was really the only thing that I was like set on, because we got the membership at that Johnson Aquatic Center in
hmm
Racine, so I could swim laps in the morning, which was really nice. I was like, what are you doing? So then when I got there, I'm like, I'm really underprepared. You will be moving physically for a couple hours today, Mari. So after I got through the swim, I did the bike. And after coming in on the bike, like getting to the point and getting off of it and then like running my bike in, I was like, oh no. I literally started to tear up, like running into the transition of like, I don't want to do this. I don't know if I can. And I was like, Mari, it's just one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. And it's basically the thing that I repeated to myself the entire time, of like one foot in front of the other until I got all the way through. But man, it was.
Is it a 5K run or is it a mile each thing?
5K. No, it is
Okay.
a half a mile swim, 11-mile bike. It used to be 12. I don't know why they changed it, but 11-mile bike and then a 5K.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is a sprint distance. Try is what they that's the distance. There's sprint, Olympic, and then I think you go to a full, and then a half Ironman and an Ironman.
No, thank you.
I can't even imagine running a marathon
No,
after
or those people that did
swimming
like
a
a
mile.
100-mile run. What are you
Oh
doing?
yeah, ultra marathons. What's
No,
wrong with you?
your feet are bloody. No.
My foot was bloody after the half. I can't
Ugh.
even imagine. Anyways, so it was awesome. I was really, really proud of myself, and that felt really good. And then the next day, Jeff sent me a text message saying that he was proud of me and that I'm like setting that example for self. And I was like, I'm gonna bawl. I'm gonna cry right here in my session. Like, I was so thankful for it. I was like,
Did they come and watch, or did you not have
yeah.
self that weekend? Okay.
No, I had self. So he came with me in the morning. He was a fucking trooper. He was there all day with me. He came with me in the morning. Then my mom came over and watched Soph and brought her out there. So my mom, Soph, and Jeff were with me the whole day. And then we went to, not me thinking, like we got back into town at like 10:30, and I was like, oh, we'll go to Scores and have some, like have a celebratory drink, and I'll have chips and guac. It'll just be something that I can eat. Thinking that it was like
3
midday.
p.m. Yeah.
It was 10:30. I was like, oh, Scores isn't open. I was like,
Oh, I
oh,
have to eat breakfast. Oh, okay.
I was like, where the fuck are we gonna go? Like, what are we gonna do? So we ended up going to Bucket's Pub because they serve food, and I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I can get something. This was the worst experience of my life. I was like, I can't eat anything here. They had breakfast going. I was like, what's going on? I was like, can we just go home? Like, because we had made baked potatoes
Mhm.
like through the week, so I still had a baked potato left that I could make, and I was like, man, I could really fuck that baked potato up right now. So can we leave? So we did. We ended up going home and I watched TV all day, or I think we put on a movie. I don't really know. I wasn't really into TV.
Where are
But
you at
then
in Stranger Things right now?
we're just on episode 4
Okay.
short cut. No. We've made it through the halfway point.
Okay. So you're
Because
probably at 5.
there was that longer episode.
They're
Like
all like a
it,
movie length long. That's why
yeah.
it's a long season.
Well, we made it to one that was like it felt like an hour and like 45.
Probably. Yeah. I think the last 2 episodes are over 2 hours each.
Oh
They're
my
like a
God.
movie, dude, but they don't
Yeah.
feel like it.
No, they don't. It literally like you're like it's
Mhm.
over. I feel like we're at like 6.
Okay.
And then last night we just started rewatching Game of Thrones from the beginning. I love Game of Thrones.
I never made it past season 4. I was like, there's 8,000 fucking people. I can't keep track of who's fucking who. Like,
how can you? Oh my God. I love Game of Thrones. And like now,
uh-oh. You're frozen. I don't know if you can hear me.
I'm so excited because by the time we finish
Hold on.
it,
You were completely frozen. Could you not hear me?
no, I could hear you.
Oh, I said you're frozen. I don't know if you can hear me. I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
No. Oh, well, then maybe I couldn't. I really wasn't even paying attention. What was the last thing you heard me say?
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited because by the time we get done with it, the new show will be coming out.
The Dragon Show or whatever.
The second season of House of Dragons. And they're doing a spin-off with Jon Snow.
Mm.
So I'm really excited to see that. But yeah.
The amount of fucking shit I watched when I had COVID because I couldn't do anything else. I was like, I'm tired of fucking watching TV, and I love TV and movies, but I was like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
I literally can't even imagine. That's how I felt with like books in the beginning of the year because I think I met my goal. I met my goal and surpassed it. I think I did like 70 some books. Okay, my goal